Are you dreaming of flying business class, but you're wondering how is this possible? It looks like it costs thousands of dollars when I go to the airline's website. And I've been there as well. I had the same exact feeling. I felt like, okay, I'm never gonna pay $5,000 for a business class flight. That seems crazy. There's better ways to spend that money. But in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can find business class flights to low rates, whether it's with your credit card and being smart about that. But I'm also gonna show you how you can find business class flights without a credit card and just finding the points and get some good deals. Not as low as the credit cards, but still good deals. So let's get into it. So option one is that you use credit card points. If you're based in the US, there's a good chance you got some credit card points one way or another. If you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred or Reserve or the Amex Platinum or any of the other major credit cards, then there's a good chance you have some points or potentially can get some points to book business class flights. And this is the easiest way to book business class flights at really low rates where you don't have to pay thousands of dollars. And the way you do this is by transferring the points from your credit card to an airline. I made other videos where I go more in detail with this, but I'll just quickly cover it now. So let's say you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And with this one, you get 75,000 points welcome bonus. So if you don't have this card right now, then could be a good welcome bonus to get. And I've added a link in the description in case you're interested in that. Basically, if you're a person either signing up, getting this bonus, or just having the Chase Sapphire, and you have some points on your account, what you have to do is to transfer these points you have to one of the airlines that Chase works with. This is the same thing if you have an American Express or any of the other major cards. Now I can just show you here. So you go to Chase's website as an example, you go to the rewards section, and then you go to transfer points to travel partners, and then you'll see a list here of the different airlines. And this is basically it. So it's not that complicated. It's all about figuring out how to get these points. And as I said, you can get it from welcome bonuses and using the credit card the right way. Some credit cards give you a lot of points every time you use the card. As an example, American Express Platinum give you 5x on all travel related purchases. With the Chase Sapphire, you get 3x on all online groceries. And so you need to invest a little bit of time figuring out how to get these points in an efficient way. But basically, this is the logic behind it. And then, of course, you also need to find a flight at the airline's website that is at a good rate. So if I should give you one example, is to go to Air France's website and then go and look for flights. And I've found some flights here where you can see you can find a flight from LA or the West Coast to Europe for only 60,000 points. So this means that you can actually transfer these points from Chase, American Express, or somewhere else to Air France as an example, or the Flying Blue, that's also what it's called. And then this way you only have to pay the taxes for that flight. And this is the cheapest way to do it to get business class flights. Of course, you need to be flexible to find these flights where it's only 60,000 points for a long haul business class flight, but it is totally doable. The same goes for many of the other big airlines out there that works together with American Express or Chase. So yeah, you can see this flight here I found. That one is only 60,000 points for a long haul flight. So it's totally doable. And the way it works is that when you have found this flight, and you know you want to buy this flight, then go into Chase as an example, transfer the points to Air France as this example, and it's super easy. The only thing you need is to have an account at Air France. So you just go and create an account, and then you have a number, and then you transfer your points to Air France, and then you book the flight with points and just pay the taxes. Super, super easy. Before continuing with the business class flights, can you do me one big favor? Hit the like and subscribe button. That will make me make more content like this, more travel hacks, more ways to help you with your personal finance and help you travel more, make more money, and live a better life. So hit the like and subscribe button. That would help me a lot. Thank you so much. And let's continue with the list. If you're sitting in Europe or you don't have a credit card and you're wondering, how can I get these points if I don't have a credit card? And there is also other ways to get these points. It's not as cheap, but it is still doable and much cheaper than if you just go to the website and buy these business class flights in cash. So I'm gonna give you one example here. I've used it actually once myself because I used all my points and I wanted a business class flight. So I go here to Flying Blue. This is Air France and KLM together. So I'm here at Flying Blue's website, and then I log in, and then I go to the section called Manage My Miles. So then you can see here I'm logged in now. And then what I want to do now is I want to buy points directly at Flying Blue. And sometimes they have like really good campaigns where you can get 60%, 70% extra points when you buy some. And then this way it actually ends up not being that expensive. All right, so now we're here. So I'm going to show you how this works. So basically what you can see here is that you can choose how many miles you want to buy. Where it gets interesting is that if you buy a lot of points, then it actually gets somewhat cheap. Right now, the campaign is not that great. We get 30% extra bonus. I've experienced where it was like 60% bonus or something like that. So you can see here, if you pay 950 euros, so like $1,000 or something like that, then you get 38,000 points or miles plus 11,400 miles. So this is just 49,400 points. And as you saw before, it's 60,000 points for a business class flight. And then of course, when you make the booking, also you need to pay some taxes, maybe it's $200-300. But then you can see the business class flight might have a total cost of $1,400 or $1,500 doing it this way. Versus if you see here, if I would just go to the website and book it, it would be $5,000-6,000 or $7,000 or more. So this is like a really easy way to actually book a business class flight a lot cheaper that I think people don't know about. And again, this applies for many of the other airlines. They have all sorts of campaigns where you can buy, if you buy 30,000 points, then you get additional 20,000 points. And then this way it's actually not that expensive. So this is a great way if you're a person based in Europe or Asia or somewhere else where points is not really part of credit cards in the same way. This can be a great alternative that is not as cheap as using the credit cards, but also a really good alternative and definitely something I would do if I was not having a credit card with points and all of that. So this is just an easy way to do it, to get business class flights, but you can also use it for economy class flights, and maybe this will also be cheaper. I haven't really made calculations in this moment about this, but for sure also something to consider. So I think this covers most of it for this video. I just want to show you that it is also possible to book business class flights with points without having a US credit card. You can also do it if you're in Europe or somewhere else. You need to invest a little bit of time going to the airline, see if they have campaigns, buy the points, and then book the flight. So it's totally doable. There is a lot of options out there. It doesn't have to cost thousands of dollars taking a business class flight. It's just about investing a little bit of time and understand the logic of these things. And then next time you take a flight, it will probably be on business class. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button. Also drop a comment if you have other input or ideas. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.